Have a good day, everyone. Tekin speaking. I think we wait 5 minutes more, and there are still some people coming, but let's start. Today, I'm very excited because we are going to speak about something which generally not very often having a solution presentation, but this is one of the major need ongoing and current project management market. As you may aware of that, we are very much focused on the new projects for infrastructures like road, railway, transmission, energy transmission, pipeline, and bridges, metro, so such an infrastructure projects, utilities. And the common practice is using a scheduling software for managing and planning to schedule of the work and scope, budget, and later saving a baseline and updating the status of projects. This is very good and common best practices for the projects where we have a big scope and big construction work, especially for design, procurement, build projects. Project owners are requiring from general contractor asking subcontractors, and we have a planning habits, and there are solutions like Primavera, Microsoft projects, Power projects, Tilos, and or another local systems, but 95% people are using this kind of at least one of those planning system which I'm asking. But during the implementation of these systems, because our company implementing all those scheduling systems, we are often getting requests, what about small size of project, especially for maintenance during the operation time? Municipalities or assets owners, project owners are looking at solution which help them to maintain their existing projects. And to be honest, there are ERP systems, but ERP systems are not very flexible to be able to make it very agile based planning. Scheduling softwares, considering the work is like 2 days, 1 day, 5 days, people are avoiding for scheduling because they are believing that instead of doing scheduling, we can make the action, so ad hoc based planning. And it's ending up Excel, WhatsApp, a kind of, let's say, not a professional system used for following up the task. That's why today we would like to speak about how we are able to help for industries for managing the portfolio of the maintenance projects from very easy way, and this exercise I would like to share with you. Before the demo, because today I'm not going to make very long PowerPoint presentation, and I'm a civil engineer and having experience for more than 20 years implementing project management systems for the very large scope of the projects, and we are also implementing project management system like Aconex, Unifier, Primavera, Tilos, Power Project, Asset, and Costos. And me personally acting for a general manager for many projects for delivering the consulting services. Some of the customers which we deliver for training services, implementation of the systems, or consulting. You can see the names of the project. All right, so just I don't want to take your too much time, just go to direct live system. And this is iSetia, so let me tell you that exercise we are going to show today is going to be live. And iSetia is a cloud-based system, so none of you or none of the customers need for any installation of the software or server, because this is fully cloud-based system. Each user has high security login, and then when you log in the system, you directly project dashboards. And me as a tech-in, I'm able to see that my dashboard. Let me just okay. Me as a tech-in now seeing my projects, and I would like to just go to roadworks, because the exercise now we prepare is dedicated to road maintenance. But this is the same for railway, this is the same for pipeline, bridge, energy transmission, because it's a subject about the naming of the group of the work, naming of the task, and etc. So I select the dashboard for roadworks, and system is opening my roadwork dashboards. And here I today want to present you report first, and later on I would like to show you how this report is generated by planning, assigning, and updating the project. So this is the first dashboard about the road maintenance, and one of the topic here is area. So let's say that this is the exercise for the Doha, and we have 3 areas, and this is the area 1, area 2, and area 3. And in this area, we have here dedicated for projects, let's call streets. So street 1, street 2, street 3, and I have here also another street. So I divided my project portfolio based on zone and based on the area which I am going to make the project planning. And another category that I would like to follow up: started work, planned work, and completed work. As you see that I have 2 work in this project is started, and 25 planned, and 13 are completed. So if I want to just select the completed work, I will see the here area completed work. And another requirement, generally director of the operations, they would like to see, I would like to see next 2 weeks upcoming work to be able to see my crews, or next week or next month. Of course, this is up to you. Some organization can set up next quarter, next week, next month, or tomorrow. So this is the filtering capabilities for the report. And in here, I can see that my tasks for the work name is like a task, plan start date, actual start date, plan finish date, actual finish date, delays. It's important. So I can track also the delays, because it's a subject also for me to follow up my team or subcontractors if they are performing the task according to their contracts baseline program. Okay, so I would like to see now started work, and if you select the started work, you will see that there are only 2 started work, which is this is in the area of Al Hitmi district, and the street name is Buhaza Streets, and work name is street lighting preparation and surface reparation. And the planned date was 25th, and you can see that planned finish date was here the March, and you can see that these are the started activities. If you go to planned activities, and I can have it here 25 planned activities, and completed activities, it will be showing that these are the 13 completed activities with the actual dates are entered here, and I can see the completed activities. If I want to also get, for example, project in Al Hilmi area, and this will be just giving me the list of the activities in this zone. So filtering options just giving me the very fast understanding about which area, which project, which activity, and also you can get it from here. For example, I would like to see the next week work, and system will be generating only the list of the 3 activities next week. We are planning to do it in Al Hilmi and 2 separated streets. Okay, so let's move with another reports. This is also another good perspective. We can integrate it at the map view with, this is the Doha, and here we have a 40 demands for reparation of the work. and here 13 is completed, 2 started, and these are again zones. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and these are the streets. Okay, and these are my map for the street which is generated here in the address. Okay, and here very good reports information that I have all the work which is road maintenance, plan start and plan finish, and below I have here delay works, and we have categorized 2 delay works based on plan start and delay works based on the plan finished, because management would like to follow up what activities we delay for starting, which activities we delay for completing. These are the full list of the activities which we delay. These are the full list of the activities which need to be performed. If you select specific, for example, the address for the Amir bin Allah Street, and this is the catch basin and pipe cleaning, sidewalk preparation, street sweeping, and surface preparation. If you select this area, you will be just getting information that there is no delay in this area. Okay, and you can just here select another address, and you can see the another project information with the selected of the area. Okay. What about the next report? Next report also here you can see that the number of the activities responsible for which team or which project. So if you would like to see, for example, main contractor, if you select, you can get here. There are here 8 activities which is main contractor or contractor A is responsible. If you select the Tekin, and you can see that Tekin is responsible for total 11 tasks, and 2 of them he started, 6 of them he is planning to start, and 3 of them completed. It's fully giving the clear picture about the contractor, how many activities or how many projects or how many work you assign, how many of them completed, how many of them going to be completed, and when. If you select subcontractor information give that this company will have only 2 completed activities and there is nothing left to start or planned. So you can see that this contractor has assigned to work and they completed, and they are free. You can assign them another work, and there are also 19 work which are planned but not assigned yet to any contractor. So these are the work which we need to find a team or contractor and assign the work to be completed to work. Another reports, as you see that if you have an environment, the data, it's very easy to filter them and group them in a formats which your people need to get information. So you can see here our general information for road maintenance, and I can also get from here my task. If you go to here the projects, and inside of the projects, for example, if you selected your task as a Tekin, I would like to see my assignment of the task. I can see that sidewalk preparation is planned 9 days and street lighting is 7 days. These are my tasks which I completed, and these are my tasks which I am going to complete it soon. So you can see that these are assigned work to me to be able to finish my work. So in my personal dashboards, I can also say that, okay, I'm going to start this work. So moving the task for the line painting. And when I move the task to here, it's saying that I need to have a checklist done before the moving. So I need to open, for example, my task. And when you see that these details of the task, and which is what is the number of the ID of the task, who assigned me, what is the scope of the work, and that I can see that this is the work ID and the work name, plan start date, expected finish date, and here I can see the properties, and this is the longitude and attitudes for the location. If you want, you can have it here, multiple information for this, and documents. I can follow here the list of the documents. For example, if the master plan, I can assign the documents and I can display the documents to see what is the detail of this task. So you can see that these are the detail, because we have also integrated documents module, which able to give you opportunity to see the project specification, details, drawing. Here I can read about it, what is this about, or forms, and every information which is required will be here also possible. So we provided online viewer for any type of document. It can be Word, Excel, or CAT files, or etc. So you can see that this is helping me to also seeing the document which is related on the task. I can have it comments here. I can write I need a final acceptance permission to start work. So like WhatsApp Messenger, you can just write it in notes, or somebody can come and write it note to you that, let's say, okay, and somebody can answer, or we can say we must start 27th March latest to complete work. So it's very important to communication on the task. It's very important the recording all the communication on the task. So when you save this task, you will be able to see that you have a documents for attach and etc. So that this is our dashboard idea, how we can keep the also communication in this area. All right, so this is the dashboard which I am happy to show you. And what I want to mention that all the data what I presented here, you will be able to here to feed it and get the online progress. So this is not only the report, the data which is represented in this dashboard is having a behind workflow and process, which is when you assign the work to someone get notification with the notification center, and they feed the information back, just putting document, putting progress, updating pictures, comments, all the necessary information which you are asking will be provided inside of single cloud-based system. Of course, you can also get the report. So if you want to get this report or PDF file, you can get a JPEG file or Excel import. Just click here, export. When you exported the reports, here immediately you will generate it, your print format or Excel format or mail format, sharing it, the report, which will be here. So I open it here, and you can see that this is the report. Of course, we can put the organization logo. We can figure out all the coloring, that kind of things, just to print out options here. All right. So this is dashboards, and now I would like to see how this dashboard is fit. First of all, we created a planning center we call ICETIA boards, and in ICETIA board we have all the work, which is now I open for Doha, and the project name is road and maintenance, and I am opening, for example, here for the projects now here, and this will just give me the city planning for the roads. I have 3 stages: plan, start, and completed. You can do it more detailed, like planned, assigned, accepted, contract signed, work ordered, and work started, work ongoing, and work completed. But I make it a symbol here, 3 steps, right? And on the left side, we have a enterprise project structures, like each street is here as a one package. You can do like different style, which is like you don't have to divide it for area and street. If you have a railway, one railway, you can say track maintenance, stations, bridges, and you can just set up the area 1 and that kind of thing. These structures help us to get reporting group by the type of the work and categories and etc. So this is very important to have a proper structures. On the left side, each card is represent the one task. So I have here site work preparations, and this view actually just giving me that I have 25 planned tasks. These are the planned tasks, and each card represent one task. There are 25 tasks. I have 2 started tasks and 13 completed tasks. These are all my tasks. And of course, these cards are, each of them are one representing the one task, also can be displayed in a way of the Gantt chart, because when we are having a planned start date, planned finish date, duration of work, actually we are having also automatically the Gantt charts. So we don't make Gantt charts and go to follow. We are creating the cards. Gantt chart will be automatically. By the way, it can be both sides working parallel, because this is synchronized format. Your way is like a Gantt view, or you can have it here, the card view. By the way, some people like Excel view, so you can also see that list of the task based on the here for the task. Of course, you can also group. You can say I would like to group by status, and this will just give you the list of the task based on the status, like completed, planned, and started. Or you can group this task based on also manager or responsible person, and system will be also giving you the option about the responsible person. So here I see that completed work and main contractor and subcontractor and techin. You can set up any kind of grouping options by this way, and you can get the delay activities and this is the Excel. And if you want to get at the Excel to get this information, you can just select, and you can see that completed work, main contractor, subcontractor, and techin. You can even add it here, save it back, because we have direct integration with Excel, and because you can save back and import back the data easily to here. Okay, so let me show you how we are creating a one task. And you can see that street lighting operation, and I was writing I need the final accepting permission start working in my dashboard. Yes, you can see that this node is recording on this task. And you can also have here documents. As you remember, I was assigning the one document for plan for, and you can just open it, and you can see the document here is automatically to see, and you can get the comments on that. You can put it, for example, mark for it. You do it, also print out, read, and assign to the people on this documentation. So comments, documents, and notes can be assigned to tasks. All right. So what else we can do? By the way, when you created the task, you can update it, actual start date, actual finish date. You can write it hours which you spent to be able to making this work. You are planning, you can keep it as a 1 hour as a default. You can say this work is 10 hours. And in the finance, you can plan for cost and income for it. If you are a contractor, you can keep it here, income, what you are charging your client, and this is the cost area which you are planning to cost, how much you are paying. To after means that we have a scale segment. You can create some logic like finish to start, that kind of, by this way you can checklist. This is the automatic process, and you submit, for example, progress, but to be able to count it and accept it, you need to also apply for checklist. First of all, to be able to start this work, you need to first receive the permission. And second, you need to inform all the shops or all the other street members that they are aware of that there is going to be electric cuts and on sites. You need to assign the team who is responsible and going to make this work. And you need to prepare alternative roads. If you are cutting roads, you need to prepare the alternative roads, and you need to order the materials. And if you look at all this list, of course you can add it more and modify. Many projects we are delaying because we go to site, but materials not available. Many projects we are having issues. We are cutting the road, but utility and road directions are not ready. Many projects we have signed, but we didn't assign or plan the proper resources. We have issues from the people. Imagine that we don't inform all the shops or the people in this area, but we are cutting the traffic. There will be a big problem. So this is very important to have a checklist. And when you save the checklist, and please see that I have here street lighting preparation, and here site preparation. These two tasks, difference between these two tasks. This task I have checklist completed. This task I have not completed checklist, which are assigned to here. So if you take this cards, move it here, okay, and you can have it starting the work because we have completed the checklist on this area. That's why it's very important to have a task. Also, when you move the task in this area, you can see that street light preparation is assigned to subcontractor because Tekin was a planning, assigning this person. When you open this work, this person can write it here that, okay, we spent 4 hours and we have 15% completed of this task. And when you do this, you will be able to see that 15% task is completed and we spent it 4 hours. In the end, if you completed this work, you are saying that we completed the work and activity moved to here as a completed work with the area. Do you have any question? If it is too much, you can also, for example, dedicate it only to one street. So I close it here, all the tasks. I want to see the task only Emir bin Ala streets. You select, and you can see that I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 activities. And if you want to say another street, and it will also add another street. So you can see that system also giving you possibilities just to filtering all the activities. If you want to see only task Tekin is working, you open here the list and you can assign to here Tekin work. And you can see that Tekin has here 13 works he is assigned to be working. So this is the planning way. Creating new task is very simple, by the way, for example. And when you go to here, the cart view, and in the street, I would like to assign a new work, open, and the work name is cleaning surface, and planned date 21st of January, and planned finish date is 31st of January. And I assign responsible person to here, Tekin. And also here, I can just save and task, and you can see that this is the task created for the for assigning of the surface cleaning. Okay, and you can see that task is added here, cleaning surface. I can edit here comments, write it that please do not delay. I can write it, please be sure all safety regulamen. And I can edit here documents. For example, this is the documents. All right. And I can also assign here budget for it. What is the budget for that kind of things? I don't want to go too much details, but this is also possible for planning the work. And this is a 7 days, and the work is planned and cleaning the surface here. All right. And I want to also show that this is also integrated with the documents. This is my project and document center, and you can see that these are my documents also which our organization can use it. And for example, I go to second documents, and here you can see that these are the documents for the projects, and you can just have it all the drawing specifications and the details related for the projects. All right. And adding new document is very simple. Let me just show you. And here, for example, if you want to put a new documents, let me just here. I have here the documents. Just drag and drop. That I just select for, let's say, road plan 1. And you can assign the document here. All right. So documents are uploaded. You can see that a few times I assign it. And you select the documents. Document will be displayed here, and you can edit markups. You can edit informations here. Yeah. And by the way, if you have any question, please type your questions, and I'm happy to answer it. So here we have a documents, and we have documents here. You can open markup functions. You can edit the markup. Right? And this will be possible that you can send this file to instructors, and you can send the file to project users here, or you can just write an email. And when you send it, system sent the documents to all the other people here in attached. And by document sharing, when you go to here, send documents, you can type it that document has been sent to TechIn. The person who has no access rights can also open, for example, here and here received. And you can see that this is the mail till 27. You can just download it. So that's why system is also letting you outside of the project's users in the system, you can communicate. One last things I want to show you that I know that we love to using Excel files. So if you would like to have, for example, some Excel files, you can also open Excel, and let's open a one new Excel file, and we can say road maintenance issue list. I'm creating an Excel. This is the standard Excel. You can use it here, and we can write the date 25/03/2021, and please see that I have an iCETIA logo here, and I log into iCETIA. And here the system is just logging into iCETIA here directly through Excel, because we have Office plugin, integrated Office system with the iCETIA. You can just connect it through Excel or through Word file. So I selected my project, and project name is here, I think Doha 01, and let's say that lamp broken, and let's say here 10, you can call the unit. Here we just make it here, that's just the colors, like in Excel functions, the date, item, unit, and let's call 10. And I'm just saying that, okay, I would like to sign this to in my let's say issue reports, and here save it. At the moment, I am in Excel, but my boss or my friend just opened the iCETIA. You can see that here, issue report. When he fresh his iCETIA account, you can see that in issue reports, there is an Excel file. And this is the road maintenance issue list. And if another colleagues open this Excel file and write it here.
Clients like to build their projects, but more importantly, contractors like to build them on an early start program too, because it gives you the opportunity of maybe getting off the project early if you execute it really well. And I think Jamie will attest to this after 20 years experience, and I'll attest to it after 35 years. Very, very rarely does the contractor get off the project early. He's usually late for a whole host of reasons that Jamie's mentioned. Okay, so the progress is important. You load your baseline program with man hours. It gives you an S-curve to say, this is the way I intended to execute the project. Based on that, you can then also estimate what resources you need in terms of manning. You can actually load it as well with craft, so you can work out how many of each particular craft you need to be able to execute the project. The late curve is developed as being the latest date in which activities are going to be executed in order to achieve the completion date. And the late curve provides the absolute drop dead. If you fall below the late curve, it basically says you're not going to get there anyway. So your project usually tracks between the early and the late curves. Occasionally I've seen programs track on the early curve and sometimes beat it. So that's the first element that you're trying to isolate. You're trying to say, what are the resources I need to achieve my early curve, and what are the resources I need if the wheels fall off and I'm stuck on my late curve. The next thing is critical activities, and I'm amazed at how people seem to think that a project has a single critical path. Every single project has multiple paths that can become critical very, very quickly, depending upon what happens during the project. So it's worthwhile looking at what activities you should focus on to be able to deliver your project. And then what you do is you set a meaningful window of what you believe is the critical activities on a project. And some people put it a week, some people put it in days. It depends very much on the project that you're dealing with.
Yeah, I agree with you for the very big, large projects, but
designed to provide periodic status of programs. Now, this is incredibly important when you're doing some of the more sophisticated extension of time analyses, that you have good data to be able to work with so that you can actually see the full impact, particularly of long period delays.
Yeah.
It also provides an audit trail, so you can actually see what's happened.
All right, I agree with you, but just one thing I want to mention, that these are very much correct remark if you are going to use this in the big and medium size of the new projects. But my today concern is if the projects are 5 activities, 3 activities, 4 activities, actually all the activities are critical, because we are doing in 2 days, 3 days, and in 2 days, 3 days package for reparation using the critical path. We have critical path calculation. Is really no sense, in my opinion, because major idea is focusing on the lean by lean construction, and inside we provide resources who will do that, what is the deadline, and idea is integrating documents and information. So based on this last things, because I want to finish it, and you can see that when you write it a new, it is, let's say, road broken, and you can just write it here, any information. Idea is that people who want to use Excel, it's still possible to use the Excel, but you can see that system is automatically just updating the latest update here. And you can open, for example, for comparison with the versions, and I can see here comparison the versions, and you can see that version 1 and version 2, and these are the difference between. If somebody in the meantime want to change, for example, this one to 8 and save it, and you can see that we keep all the records for any saved files. So there are now here 3 versions, and you can compare first version and the last version. You can track the log immediately that this was a 10, but modify by second to 8. So we can have that kind of strong possibilities for controlling. All the save, all the changes here is under control, and we keep the full version control for the documents. Of course, today I just show you construction part, but please remember, if you are working for government or the project owner, we have also a lot of documentation for applying for permission, getting for permission, getting for budget. So the reason why I'm showing the document part, we have full support for managing all the process of also getting permission, planning for the work, and documentation, and all the documents related for this street or this area will be also available for construction people if they would like to go and check when it was applied for utility diversion. Because if you are going to make maintenance work inside of the city center, please be aware of that. You need to sometimes get 30 signature from the other utility supplier for telecom, sewage, and for electrical or fiber optics. So because digging any place in the city, it's a challenge. And my idea today was more than construction activities, also allowing you to communicate with other parties. And this system is extremely flexible, integrating for documents, integrating for issues, tasks, assign the people. In the end, you get the reports. And any questions? If you have any questions, you can type it. Enes is asking how to control drawing issues log file. Well, as I said, we have a history. In the history, we keep it when it's created, when it is in issue, or when you want to have it the markups. You can create it here markup, and you can write it that here the notes. You can create issue from the documents, assign a task, and this will be also recorded in the log center, because we have a log center here also. Let me just go to log center. And log center will be keeping all the move, which task you assign, which task you deleted, which document you assigned. That you can see that here. This is the log file, and I made a document markup in 15 seconds ago, and every records are here recorded. Any question? We are recorded this session. We will be sharing all the attendees for this recorded session. All right. If you have also any specific questions, individual questions, you can write it. By the way, this presentation dedicated for general approach, how to help maintenance projects, maintenance road, maintenance rail, and operating part. If you have any specific projects, if you want to have some specific report, please let us know. We can also make it one-to-one demo to your specific projects, because maybe you are in the different industry. So this approach, now you can manage all the permission, construction, design, documentation process of the maintenance road, rail, energy transmissions, or building facilities, all area you can do it like this. There is no trial installation of iCETIA because it's a cloud base. We have only BIM software, or we provide a trial for you can open 3D files, you can track the issues on 3D, that kind of things. But iCETIA has no trial version. Any question? All right then. Thank you very much for everyone today, and we will be in touch. We will sharing with you recorded session. If you have any question, you can also write it to us. And thank you for your time. I hope you were enjoying, and have a nice day.